buddy Jolt here from the Token Minorities, and I am here with episode 2 of the League Wars featuring the National Pokeball League against our new rivals, the National Pokemon League. And if you happen to miss episode 1, that will be a link in the description below. Definitely go check that out first so you can see where we stand. But spoilers, and I'll give you a couple seconds here to go over to that video if you haven't watched it yet. Do that. And we are currently 1-1. 1 win, 1 loss in the NPL Wars. And in this video, we're going to be going through 5 more battles that occurred through these wars. And we'll just kind of see how we came out with those. But joining me today is a similar crew to last time. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Togavor here. Coming off that fresh win in episode 1. And happy to be along for the ride this time.
Yo, what is up? This is Rizzy Pow.
Rizzy Pow!
Rizzy Pow!
Guys.
What is going on, guys? Excited to be here, and as you can see, this is actually my match, and if you're following us in the NPL, this is Classic Cloud. This is what I do. This is a match that I was very happy to play.
And then I am Cheese, and I'm coming off that fresh off of Rizzy Pow, although that was a couple weeks ago, but it's fine.
Definitely check that out as well. I can also link that in the description just for
I
kicks.
still beat you more times than you beat me, so...
I think Cheese is referencing the real win, which happened to do with a certain mixtape being dropped.
No, I already have my lyrics ready, so my mixtape is gonna come out soon. No worries.
Things are gonna go down.
The preview is out.
Stay tuned for that. But, alright, so as we kind of have already alluded to so far, we are going to be starting this off with Cloud's set against, what was your opponent's name? Sage.
Elder Sage.
Yeah, you were against Elder Sage, so this is, I don't really know too much about Cloud's opponent here, but I know that Cloud is pretty darn good. That's why he's in the league in the first place, so I have my faith in Cloud here, and I will let him take the lead on this one.
So, for starters, I'm looking at our squads, and it doesn't show the 7th mon we each have. I benched my Hitmontop, he benches Meganium. I figured, with my squad, I have Mega Beedrill, Infernape, Weavile, Galvantula. There's no reason for him to bring Meganium. Zero reason unless he wants to bring some dual screen sack set or something.
You actually destroy Meganium, oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything kills it.
Literally 6 mons that beat it.
Meganium is bad.
Why did you draft Meganium in the first place? Anyways.
It's so bad. But we decided to bench Hitmontop this round because I felt like we wouldn't need it. But we're running a pretty stereotypical team for the most part. We got a Life Orb Weavile, tacked on that Iron Tail for a Granbull, Choice Scarf for Infernape, you know, EQ, Flare Blitz, U-Turn, generic Beedrill, Fake Out, Poison Jab, U-Turn, and Drill Run for...
I assume you mean Protect, not Fake
I
Out.
assume not Fake Out. That'd be
Did I
cool.
say Fake Out?
Yeah, you said Fake
Lord.
Out.
I'm sorry, Protect, Fake Out. That's cheating. And Sticky Web Galvantula, generic, mixed defense Ferrothorn, and a dual screening Cress.
Okay. Well, so it looks like your team is kind of Volt Turn oriented. Is it? It's a U-turn on. Is it Volt Switch on Galvantula?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I wanted to go all out aggressive scout.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that strategy quite a bit against this team. His team looks, I don't know, it's somewhat offensive, I guess, but it really doesn't look like it handles Volt Turn super well either. So I don't see any electric immunities, which is pretty nice.
It also just looks extremely one-dimensional.
I don't know.
To me.
Kind of.
Not
Starmie
like
can do a lot. And
not like
Pencil can do a
coverage
good
move
amount.
wise. Not like coverage wise, but like, okay, but like how many different pincer sets can you run?
Well, bulk up SD sub, that's about it.
Yeah, and you can, and there's like 3 Starmie sets. There's like often.
Oh no, that's so wrong. That is so wrong. I'll prove that this season.
Starmie.
Okay. But I mean, there's like, okay, you know what I mean though. He does not have the most versatile of Pokemon.
I'd say Starmie is the only truly versatile Pokemon on his team.
Sure.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that I noticed definitely is the lack of a ground type or a lack of an electric immunity in general.
Yeah.
And a lack of Infernape answers, period.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you want to just go ahead and jump into this?
Yeah, let's jump into this.
Alright.
I felt like Beedrill was the best lead I had possible. Oko's everything on his team except for, like, one Mon. So we go for the obvious protect. He's got Weavile out there. I figure if it's not Scarfed, we can outspeed it. But he does he does go for the fake out here, revealing he can't be Scarfed unless he's running Scarf fake out for no reason. So we're going to make the safe play, kind of just go for the U-turn a little bit. And even Dragology resisting it with the adaptability, it does a good chunk for a U-turn. And oh man, slow might be too slow.
I'm going to pause here for a second. So one thing that I noticed there as well that could have been potentially risky about leading with Beedrill is if he was a Focus Sash Pursuit Weavile, he actually could have taken out your Beedrill, I think. So maybe something to keep in mind. I don't know if you thought about that at all, but yeah, if he was Sash Pursuit, that could have been bad.
I don't know, but I still think U-turn was the best play because...
No, I agree, considering he led with it, but I probably wouldn't have led with it, personally. I think I would have led with something else since Beedrill, was so good against his team, but...
I felt like him sacking his Weavile off that early would have just done terrible things for him.
Well, right, I was thinking, Sash, though, like Sash Counter, or Sash Pursuit, I guess either way would work pretty well. But, yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and continue. We can speed it up if you want to. Let's speed it up.
Okay. The best amount to go into is Weavile. I figure Weavile also hits his whole team pretty hard, except for this thing. I really didn't have a whole lot to deal with Bramble. Even adaptability Poison Jab does, like, I think 50-60% to a defensive build.
Oh.
So, Ferrothorn is really the only thing I have for it. I'm really just hoping he doesn't have Fire Punch. But he does switch out of there. I guess I'm going to get the squad. Lets me get my free rocks up. And this Darmanitan, I was really afraid of this set. Because Scarf Darm hurts my team so badly. Banded Darm hurts my team so badly. Life Orb Darm, it's a mixture of both. It still hurts my team really badly. I figured Crest was a good way to judge it.
Is that Scarf damage? I don't know the damage roll there.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Scarf damage.
Yeah, I feel like Banded or Life Orb might have done more.
But he's got to know Infernape Scarf if we throw it in to outspeed his Darm.
Yeah.
And he kind of just sacks Dragalish here. He didn't really have anything that wanted to come in to eat that. Which is understandable, but he goes into Starmie, which, if he assumes Infernape Scarf, he must... I'm forced to assume that his Starmie was also Scarf. Especially since we switch into Ferrothorn to deal some damage back on the Rapid Spin, and he just doubles back out to Pinsir. Which may have been because he expected to set up on it, but I don't remember. It was months ago. Well, we're kind of just doubling out here, and Ferrothorn is really the only thing I have that can sit in against this Bramble. But again, he goes back to the Pinsir, which tells me again he's going to try to set up. Fun fact about this match, if you want to pause it real fast.
Yep.
The first time we had this battle, we DC'd. So we tried to recreate everything turn by turn, which honestly kind of worked out, considering the crits we had would still manage to happen around the same points, which ran out the same HP. This sub, the Gyro Ball doesn't break it, but in our first game it broke it, which forced him to switch out, which is going to explain why he switches out here instead of going for an SD.
Okay.
Alright.
That was a good thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that made no sense otherwise. But back to the grinding Ferrothorn Grand Bowl match. We're really just gonna sit here. No, we're not. I'm sorry. I switched into Infernape because for some reason I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange play. I don't really
It's
agree
just
with that
terrible
one.
play. I don't know why I did
Because
that.
you wanted to stay outside of quick attack range from Pinsir. So, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, this is when I realized that Ferrothorn and Gramble is just my best bet for a grind out.
Yeah, I guess he didn't bring Fire Punch. I don't think Fire Punch even would have OHKO'd Ferrothorn. That would probably do like 60 to
Yeah,
70.
but he could have ran that Heat Fire Blast, so...
That would leave less.
Gramble does get overheat though.
Does it actually? That's kind of cool.
I was kind of afraid of that,
I
but I
still
didn't
don't think it would kill. Isn't Gramble's base special attack like 20?
No, it wouldn't kill, but it would.
Sure. It would do like around 50 though.
Okay, well,
Like-
Fire Punch would do more, so I don't know.
Yeah, but if you don't want to take the damage.
I guess.
That's the reason for that. I think because I think both of them would probably 2-hit KO. So, and neither would Oko. So I don't know. That would be my thought process.
This Darm was I had to sack it here just to hope the Iron Barb would kill it, but he's got just a sliver left. But this is where he does reveal he's scarfed, but at the same time, it still kind of helped me out because Darm fell. So this was, I don't remember what play it was, so I'm just gonna keep going. But he gets a rapid spin up again, which lets his Pinsir and Weavile come in safely, stacking up with Stormy at the same time, which honestly was his best bet. Weavile does kind of clean me up from here. He's gonna switch into it, go for the fake out, and I was so happy, so lucky that this Iron Tail connected, because it breaks his sash. But also gives him my life.
Were you max speed?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And since he took my life orb, he ends up killing himself, which I'm gonna say really helped me win, because I really think that Weavile would have done a massive amount of damage to the rest of my squad.
See, what was your Beedrill at? Oh, you're at full. I think Beedrill still would have outpaced the Weavile, and then like he could go for Ice Shard plus Quick Attack and take you out, but then you still have Galvantula around to kill whatever you had left. So I think you had game regardless there.
I think, well, you think you had a 91% chance to win the game, or whatever Thunder's accuracy is.
Fun fact about Galvantula, since I'm dumb, it's Cobra Berry.
Oh,
Standard.
though actually I think
Quite
one switch
standard,
point-
yes.
Nice and cool berry Galvantula.
Yep, that's a new one. Reminds me of that time Styx brought Choppleberry Gengar against me. That was good.
Wait, did you mean he meant to bring Colbur?
Yeah, he meant to bring Colbur. It was when I was doing a mock for my playoff game last season for Cheese.
Oh my
he brought Choppleberry Gengar.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
Yo, I brought Earthquake Cobalion in a mock game versus Dread.
I actually asked him after the match why my Cobra Berry didn't fire.
No, I remember, that was so funny.
That's amazing. Anyways, game 2?
Game 2, I figured with Darmanitan being such a threat, I could probably bench Crest. I mean, the Crest I brought was max defense, and that Flare Blitz did 49% to it. So I figured max defense, Hitmontop, with Rest and Rocky Helmet and Intimidate, probably get the job done a little better. We got fully defensive Infernape with no item for the Weavile. I think the same exact Galvantula, same exact Beedrill, same exact Ferrothorn, and
So you brought Copaberry on Galvantula again.
No, I brought some other useless item I forget about. Every other set's pretty much the same. Oh, Sash counter Weavile.
Hey, there it is. Nice. Yeah, that can definitely come in clutch against him this game. See, what was the Hitmontop set?
Full max physically defensive with Rest, Intimidate, and Rocky Helmet.
Yeah, good. I like it. Cool. So, want to just jump into it?
Yeah, let's jump into it.
Alright.
So, same lead. Feel like Beedrill's the best bet, and he starts with Darm, which forces me to assume off the bat that he's Scarfed. So we're just gonna protect Mega Evolve, you know. He goes for a Flare Blitz here, and I'm assuming he's Scarfed. I don't want a U-turn. It gives me a chance to show off Hitmontop a little bit. And that does a lot more than Scarf damage. That's abandoned Darmanitan, which really threw my whole prep off just right there. Especially since we panicked and go for the Mach Punch. But Stormy's come in, which means I have to go into Ferrothorn. I really don't have another switch into Stormy. But he does reveal he's a dual screen set there. As free rocks are free. Why not? I predicted the HP fire, but I knew it really wasn't going to do a whole lot. I figure with the damage that Darm did to Hitmontop, I'm probably going to end up sacking Ferrothorn to it to kill off anyway. So this Granbull comes in, this stupid monster Bulldog. And he fires off a Fire Punch, which does very, very good chunk of damage. Which unfortunately Leech Seed is not going to recover well enough at all. And I made the worst prediction in the world and went into Mega Beedrill to take
I
it.
remember cringing at this. Oh yeah.
The worst prediction.
I think I definitely
So-
would have gone just hit him on top there. He could have eaten up anything. I don't think he was going to go for a player of, so like just Rocky Helmet, wear him down with each seed and all that fun stuff.
I know, I was Focus Sash, so I figured if he was Fire Punch happy, I could get webs up for free anyway.
That's fair.
But this is where Gramble comes in, and he does decide to stop Fire Punching because we have the Rocky Helmet. Bullet Punch does not kill because I have no attack investment on this Mon, but all the defense in the world luckily lets us live. As well as the rest coming in a little clutch for the HP back. And I guess he just wanted to sack it off here. There really wasn't any more reason to keep it alive. He couldn't switch in safely. But this pinch was going to come in. Seeing Hitmontop being asleep means he really can just set up for free here. And I don't know why I went into the one mod he could set up on easier. But he goes to the sub. Ferrothorn can't do anything except Gyro Ball, which doesn't really matter because we get close combat anyway. And looking at his HP, I figure my only chance to kill this thing 100% is to chip it away more with the Rocky Helmet. And when I calc this, I didn't calc Adamant, I calc Jolly. So I panicked a little bit, but luckily, we do still have 100% HP on Weavile, so we can utilize the Sash, go for the counter, break this up, and even if he was max HP, max defense, the Ice Shard still did 30% minimum, or 33% minimum. So that really, that came in clutch by itself. And especially once he brings us Weavile in, I will swear up and down by physically defensive Infernape forever. Because even the offensive monster that Weavile is, considering its typing, Infernape just walls it so well.
Yeah, it's perfect typing to wall it, so that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
So what was your set on Infernape? It was physically defensive?
Physically defensive with Will-O-Wisp, Slack Off, Mach Punch, and Overheat.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's fun to see Infernape used defensively because it has terrible defensive stats, but it definitely does the trick against Weavile. But yeah, it kind of looks like here at the end your sticky webs are just kind of sealing the game for you really nicely.
Yeah, Sticky Webs and Weavile kind of just clean up from here. There's really not much more that can be said, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this was definitely some good prep
Oh,
for you,
sorry.
I think, in this game. At the end, this game 2 especially here with the sticky webs up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright. Yeah, I think you played pretty well for the most part. I think the only play that really, like, even more than like going into Pharaoh on the Mega Pinsir was going for a counter with the Weavile, because if he was an SD Feint variant, that could have possibly won the game, or like, I just think that was, you just had no reason not to click Ice Shard twice.
That's true.
But
I didn't consider Feint. I thought about that too. I was
thought
like, it really doesn't matter because he could just live anyway and Ice Shard away. But yeah, if he had Feint, that would out-prioritize.
To me, like, if I'm him too, and I see Weavile, I'm bringing Feint 100% of the time, because that's what you do versus Weaviles and Talonflames. But
No, you're right. I totally overlooked Feint.
but either, I mean, yeah, because if he was just quick attack, which is what he was in the last battle, then counter was a fine play for sure. And honestly, like, the chance of him switching that between battles isn't super high, so I don't think it was the worst play at all. But
That was fine. It worked out. We picked up the win here, so that advances us
That's
to
the
a
important thing.
2-1 set lead. And from here, we turn it over to Mr. Cheeseboy 628, and he is against
All right.
Alpha Tango Foxtrot. So go ahead and take it away, my man.
All right. So, just as a nice preface, both endings of these battles are very spicy, but in completely different ways. So look forward to that. So this first game, I brought Scarflando and Scarf Gengar. I just felt Scarf worked pretty well against his team. He has a Mega Gallade and a Zelf, and so just scarfing two Mons outspeeds them both, which is pretty nice. We got Empoleon, which is defensive. Yeah, I believe it's fully physically defensive, and it's got Defog, Stealth Rock, just normal defense Empoleon stuff, because I just want hazards up, but also hazard removal. Got a moderately... Actually, I think this Metachamp set was Max Speed Jolly, in case I wanted to speed tie Manaphy, if that was also fully offensive. I have a just Quiver Dance Volcarona. A little bit before this battle, Jolt was talking about running Volcarona with HP Ground, because like Heatran, and I'm like, let's bring the spice, and so I did just that. I think I give it a little bit of bulk too. But yeah, then we have Diancie, which this game, I believe it was Assault Vest. As Diancie's super bulky, it's got decent coverage moves. And yeah, so looking at his team, I mean, there's not too much to predict because like he has 7 Mons, and thus he's going to pick 6 of them automatically. But I'm liking what I'm seeing as of now. I should be able to handle everything really. So let's just get into it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I just lead with Landorus, and he leads with a Zelf, and if it's any normal leaded Zelf, I'm able to freely U-turn here, get off a lot of damage, break a potential Sash, and I go into Empoleon to, of course, predict the Water Pulse, because, like, what else does a Zelf run? And, yeah, like, what the heck? No, but I'm free to go for rocks here, and I don't, because I'm bad, I guess. So, yeah, I guess I just Toxic, perhaps predicting Manaphy probably.
Or Gallade, maybe.
Here I'm just going to have a Skull... Yeah. I'm going to have a Scalding War versus Lava Plume War with Empoleon versus Heatran here. It's kind of an interesting situation with Empoleon versus Heatran, because with Heatran outspeeding, I could defog all I want, and he could end up winning with rocks, like in the exchange of his Heatran dying. Nonetheless, he goes into Manaphy here, and I can't really do much. I mean, I can Toxic him, sure, but that's about it. Here I just defog, get rid of hazards, but this is the situation I was talking about where I can't defog all day because he's just going to get Lefty's recovery in exchange. So yeah, I just Scald here. He's going to taunt me here, but like I said, I'm in that position knowing that he's going to outspeed me, so I might as well Scald anyway. So, yep, I'm just able to take him out, but rocks are on the field, and since I'm still taunted, I can't defog. So, he brings in his Mega Gallade here, and honestly, I was thinking he'd do a little bit of predicting. I learned from this and a couple other examples that it's not a big predictor. So, either way, I'm able to get off that Torrent boosted Scald, get the burn so that ensures that his Gallade's pretty much useless at this point. And Empoleon goes down, rocks are up, so that kind of sucks, but we're in an okay position. As Metachamp can just come in, free to fake out for sure, as he brings in the Mandiboos. So, yeah, it's with him being really high health and him with Rocky Helmet, obviously he's physically defensive. I just want to see how much Ice Punch does, because I don't want to risk HJK yet. But here I'm seeing there's no other way to get this thing out of here without throwing some HJKs. So I do just that. He gets the Toxic on me. I guess that's a fair exchange, as now I'm just free to Ice Punch, take a lot of damage, and I really have one more hit left in me, potentially. So he brings in the Haxorus here, and yeah, I just let myself go down. I think I'm Max Speed Jolly, so I just wanted to see if he was Scarf. So I'm pretty sure that confirms he's Scarf. Yeah, so I am free to just U-turn here, unless he's really ballsy and goes for EQ, which if he has Mold Breaker, he'll kill everything on my team. So nonetheless, that works out for me. And here's where things get really spicy, as I'm like, hey, this will be nifty if I just trick him a Scarf. Now he can't Tail Glow. But alas, he goes for Psychic, and Gengar is now low, and I'm like, well, this is... At this point, I did not realize this was an issue, as I'm like, okay, yeah, he'll kill me off, it's fine. Except for the fact when I realized my remaining Mons, after he brings in Manaphy again, is that literally everything dies to Scald. So it's like, this is potentially a predicament, So, here I'm just free to spam Moonblast and stuff, and you may think, geez, you like basically choked here, and I'm like, no, you basically choked, shut up. So, I just Moonblast a couple of times here, and basically the situation, why it wasn't a choke after all, was even barring this crit, like if I didn't get a crit and I just died here and he had a little bit left, just the way damage worked out, I think it was like Diancie probably would have lived with more if he was defensive versus offensive, and then since he was defensive, like being bulky max HP, Landers would have been able to outspeed him with my Scarf anyway. So yeah, we could have gotten out of that situation. Here it took me a second to realize how exactly to win the game though, but I was able to just knock off his Scarf, take away his Scarf thus, and then I can just come back in with Landers, outspeed him, go for the nice EQ, and call that a solid 1-0 spicy victory.
Very shaky 1-0, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really agree with the trick play. I don't think that was the best way. Like, I understand you were concerned about, like, Tail Glow Mana Feed, but, you know, you had Gengar, which could outspeed it, you had Lando that could outspeed it, and the combination of those two probably would have been able to take it out. Like, what was your Gengar's coverage?
Let's see. Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, and I think Dazzling
So
Gleam.
you had Energy Ball, like, you had enough.
Right, yeah.
You just decided to make it interesting, so I can respect that. But...
Exactly. It just had to spice it up, you know?
So, Cheese, I'm glad that you've finally been able to beat a Mega Gallade, because the last replay I saw you didn't do too well versus it.
Oh my, no, let's not talk about this. I remember it like it was yesterday, having worse flashbacks than Nom. Oh gosh, we're not going there.
Oh my lord, Riley's like come back.
Okay.
Rizzy lays it down.
I'm dying over here.
Gosh.
Greatest
That's-
magic Pokemon I've ever played.
It's a fun thing that Riz brings that up though, because when I was just looking at this replay, it reminds me that Riz says something in this next battle, and we had a nice spicy chat about it. Anyway,
Wait, what did
before that though, don't worry, we'll get there.
Okay.
So anyway, here I keep Scarf Lando. I think I changed Gengar to Sash because I'm like, we're not going through that again. But we kept Empoleon the way it was. I think I made Medicham bulky. Volcarona was, I think I made it a little bulkier, but same set otherwise. And then I also gave it Pasho because I don't want to deal with Manaphy too badly, like potentially getting swept by Scald. But I think I also gave it Giga Drain over some other move because, again, Manaphy. But then I also have a spicy, I'm saying spicy a lot, but like I can't say heat because that's probably copyright at this point. But yeah, we got a nice Diancie set coming for you in a second. Not revealing that yet, but yeah, he brings let's see, did he bring anything different?
Did he have?
Yeah, he replaced he had his Elf last time. Now he has Roserade. So looking at his hazard setters, I mean, Heatran's the only thing that has rocks. Everything else, yeah, it's gonna be pretty much the same. Got to figure out if Roserade's mostly offensive and what kind of coverage it has. Other than that, though, let's just get right into it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I lead with Medi, and he leads with Roserade, and I believe I'm max attack adamant as this crit fake out just does a nice amount of damage to the point where Bullet Punch could almost kill, but I am not willing to risk that right now as I just go into my Volt here as it eats up the Dazzle. Considering he has Dazzle, I imagine he has a decent amount of coverage, meaning he's more offensive. But yeah, here I get to go for the Quiver, go for HP Ground, but because of my bulk investment, HP Ground doesn't kill. And he has Stone Edge, so works out for him. I mean, that's a good set on his part, except if I was more offensive, he would have died and potentially got swept. But either way, Gengar can come in here, revenge Heatran, and that's it for that. So no rocks for him if it had rocks. So he brings in Mandibuzz here, and I just go into Empoleon and Fizz Def, I'm pretty sure. Although it didn't take it all too well, so it might have been mixed defense. Either way, I am free to get up rocks here, as he brings in Haxorus. Like I was saying last game, he wasn't a big predictor, so I just go into Landorus to take the EQ, and here I'm pretty darn free to U-turn, and judging by how I take this Rocky Helmet damage here, he's probably a very similar set as the last time, so I'm just thinking here, okay, I'm not questioning anything, we're just high jump kicking, killing this thing now, I'm done with it. So, it goes down, he's got 4 Mons left, he decides to bring in, I can't tell here, everything froze apparently.
Oh, did it?
Okay. Yeah, Roserade. Sorry. But yeah, Roserade came in. I don't know why he did that, because he was definitely in range of Bullet Punch at that point. But yeah, here, a good thing we actually paused this play, because here... Or wait, maybe not yet, actually.
Not yet? Okay.
But yeah, just keep on going here. Yeah, I switch out, going Diancie, as I think I could take anything from this guy, pretty much. He goes for the Willow, not a big deal for my set, although I'm pretty sure I'm actually all special attacking. As I go for the Moonblast here, and here I think he goes to the Tail Glow, or okay, Calm Mind, as I go for the Trick Room. And this is where Toad was like, oh yeah, never innovating again, yeah, I bet. But yeah, we just decided to be a little bit innovative one more time. But technically worked out, up to you, you decide. But yeah, that way Diancie gets a nice bit of damage off on the Manaphy, and we're able to take him out from there. So here is where, pause here. So I'll go for high jump kick. Honestly, at this point, I'm pretty sure things were set. So I was like, press high jump kick. Let's get damage. I don't care. I miss here, and trying to make sure what Riz said verbatim. He said something about my HJK miss. Yeah. He put cheese never lands at HJK SMH. He's bad. So then let's see. Then a little bit later, after a couple other people chatting too, I put at Riz K04, and then Toad goes, oh, and then that's basically that. Oh yeah. Then Carney links the video that Dallas made where the Phoenix Sun currents are definitely better, and Toad goes LOL. So that's all I thought I'd mention there. It was, but yeah, we can keep going here. So yeah, he just willows me. I don't care. But look at how much this does. This resisted burned HJK.
Resist?
Like that's nice. That's nice. Yeah.
Except
So
it
he's
would've
able to
had
drain me here.
70% on it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I just go into Gengar here. I'm sashed, like I said. So even if he has Zen or anything, I'm not worried. But yeah, I can just Shadow Ball here. Doesn't take him out, but I want to keep that sash intact just in case. Not sure why bringing in Empoleon. I mean, I don't know. I guess I wanted to be safe on Landorus taking damage because I could afford it. And I can just press EQ here, take him out, and then at the range that his Gallade is at, I can just press EQ, and I mean, barring the most ridiculous set of all time, I should be able to win even if Landorus died. So that's the game. That's a solid 2-0 for Cheese.
Not bad, and I don't have anything to complain about in this game. The Diancie set was pretty cool though. I like that. You should innovate more often.
Maybe.
And look how good
It was
the
not that
hidden power,
Pokemon.
the hidden power ground Volcarona came in clutch, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was nice. Good call by Jolt.
Yep, I know. All right, so game. Okay, well for now I guess we are 4-1 in terms of the lead, right? Or 3-1. 3-1. We're 3-1.
3
in
to 1.
terms of
3 to 1.
3-1.
sets. So the next set that we're going to feature involves our boy Rizzy Pow, and I'll just let you go ahead. Rizzy Pow.
All right. So
Hey, give your intro right now. Everyone wants to hear it.
no, we're not doing that.
Riz, you have to.
Well, you have to go over to Rizzy Pow's channel right now and
true.
listen to
No,
his
it's
videos.
not.
His intro is fantastic.
No,
I wish I was
no.
worthy.
It's okay. All right. So, as you can see, this is the match. The one that he decided not to bring at Noiver Nation. Let me go look. Did he bring Thundy? Yeah, he did. Just looking. Torn. Yeah, he didn't end up bringing Torn. So, that was the one mon that he didn't end up bringing. Yeah, Torn T. That's what I meant. And the one mon that I didn't bring was Florges. Yeah, Florges didn't come this match. Honestly, it could have done a lot versus him, but like I couldn't bring something, so I decided that I decided that that mon Florges was probably the best bet not to bring. So
It also
What?
makes sense though because like he has a Victini and a Mega Venusaur.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it could have done some stuff though, like even like a Calm Mind Dream maybe, like versus Venusaur. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, the sets that I brought Choice Scarf, Hoopa, with Hyperspace Fury, Zen Headbutt. I'd T-Bolt for Milotic, and then I'd knock off because it was just a filler move, and if I want to get rid of items, there's that. I have like a more bulky Mega Heracross. It is still adamant, but has a lot of Spadef bulk and HP bulk to allow me to able to sub up on stuff like Milotic and some other stuff. Oh yeah, and Venusaur. I don't remember everything else. I think that's it that it could sub up on. It had sub, SD, close combat, and Rock Blast. Then we had defensive Chomp just because I need it for like Peak Rates. Victini, he might have had like Glaciate, that could have been a bit annoying, but yeah, I would have to play around that. Also, the next mon was Skarmory. I had Spikes on this Skarmory, I also had Whirlwind, Brave Bird Roost, and I also had Rocks on my Tank Chomp that I brought. I brought a more standard Tank Chomp. I brought SD, Detail, EQ, and then Rocks on that. And then my Thundy Eye, I had AV Thundy Eye actually, because he had like a ton of flying, like a bird spam, I guess. Not bird. He had like a ton of, like, he had, for example, he had Thundy, which it helps a little bit versus, but he also had stuff like Noivern, and he had Torn, which Thundy could take hits from really well because it resisted stab, and AV, which is kind of nice. I had HP Ice, Thunderbolt, Psychic, and Volt Switch, and then the last mon that I brought was a Wakanberry Tentacruel. Wakanberry was just nice because, you know, I could maybe take a hit from Thundy, and I could get like a Scald or knockoff off on it, or I could take a Volt Strike from Victini and then able to kill that thing. So there's that. I had Acid Spray, Rapid Spin, Scald, and knockoff for that, and it was mostly defense invested. So yeah, that's the team that I brought.
Another thing that's kind of cool about your AV Thunder is that it's a nice switch into Specs Lucario, because both of its dual stab you can resist. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, we can start the game now. So, I just decided to lead off with Thundy Eye because it just was really nice versus team. I could Volt Switch out if I need to. He leads off with this, and in case he was scarfed or anything, I wanted to switch out into my my Guard Chomp, and he just goes through for a V-Crate, so that's really nice because I get a ton of damage off on it. It doesn't really do much to me. I can get Rocks up right here, as that is what I do. And right here, I switch out into my Skarmory, and he actually doubles out into his Thundy, which is pretty annoying. But also, one thing with this match is that I actually didn't have Sturdy on Skarm, so I could have lost. I had Keen Eye accidentally, which could have been pretty bad, as you'll see later. But he goes for Nasty Plot right here. He doesn't have HP Ice, so I end up living that. I get a Dragon Tail off, and then he goes out into his Herbisaur. As right here, do I just spam EQ? Yeah, I do. I just click EQ as he goes for the Leech Seed, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna go for another EQ, or he actually has sub, which was pretty interesting. That was kind of cool, but I didn't even break the sub. I went for detail. That's right. But that's fine because I have Heracross, which subs up on this anyway. If he had Leech Seed, he has sub Leech Seed, which is kind of weird. So I expected not to have Synthesis or even HP Flying. He probably had like double stab. So I'm just gonna sub SD up on him, and I don't he obviously can revenge kill this pretty easily because he does have a Noivern with Infiltrators. So there's that, and I'm just gonna go for Rock Blast right here. I don't end up killing it, but yeah, he doesn't end up breaking my sub yet either, which is pretty cool for me, and I just kill him off. Yeah, there's no reason for me to keep on setting up on over there or something because he had in case he'd try to double out a Noivern or something, or not double, but straight up switch out Noivern, which I wouldn't think he would do, but still. I just go my AV Thundy right over here, as I can take that really well, and I go for Thunderbolt right here. No, I go for HP Ice. I don't remember why. Oh yeah, in case he went to his own Thundy. And then I go for another HP Ice because I expected him to double out into Thundy. He goes for Ice Beam, which doesn't do much because I'm AV, so it's not that big of a deal. Now I just go for Thunderbolt. Also, in case he was Mirror Coat, that's another reason why I went for HP Ice right there.
Switch?
Yeah, I had Volt Switch.
You could have Volt Switch into Upa.
Oh yeah, that's true. I could have done that. I don't remember this match that much. I have Volt Switch now, but I don't remember this match. This was a long time ago as well, so yeah, there's that. I go to Skarm right here, and then I double out into Tenta for Flamethrower and stuff, because he could have that. As I think he just locks himself into Dark Pulse, he flinches me, which is alright, but it's just weakening me, and I go for the Acid Spray and I kill him. And right here, does he go into Victini? Yeah, he does. So he goes into Victini, and I just scald him, and it doesn't kill. I don't know how it's fed. I guess he didn't have any speed investment on it. I had very little speed investment on my Tentacruel, so I guess he was just no speed, which is
I
kinda...
think it looks like from that skull damage, he might have been Assault Vest.
Yeah, he might have. Yeah, that's probably what he was. And now right over here, I thought I was fine to just go and spam Scald because I thought I had a sturdy Scarm in the back. But then later I realized that could have been terrible if I didn't burn him because this thing might have been able to see me because I had Keen Eye Scarm. But it's fine because I burned him and I'm a great player, so it doesn't matter. So now I can just go into Hoopa and I just win the game pretty much because I just spam Hyperspace.
I think even at that point, I don't know how much HP you had on Mega Heracross, but I'm pretty sure +2 E-Speed didn't kill Heracross, and I don't think +2 EQ. So unless he had Iron Tail, I think
Heracross was a 75, so you probably were alright in that case.
Yeah.
Unless he was like Adamant Life over Iron Tail, that definitely would.
Yeah, I was max HP Mega Hera as well, so
unless he was Iron Tail.
Does +2 Lucario with Life Orb even Oko Scarm?
Yeah,
with close combat, probably. Wait, what was my investment?
I don't know about
I
that.
had 152 defense bold, or impish.
Okay, well you weren't max, so it might have had a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, probably would have been able to kill him.
Well, still pretty clean overall, so
Yeah.
he did win this game, but it turned out that he actually never got to play his next game. And
Yeah,
finish
we
out
never
this-
ended up playing the second
this
match, so that
series.
we just overmatched.
Yeah, so...
If I was gonna play him again, I was gonna bring sub Nasty Blot Hoopa with maybe Southberry. I was thinking something like that.
Just so you know, if it was Adamant, it was in Riz's favor to live,
Okay, so...
but it was close.
Great.
Yeah, you should have been okay.
And if it was Jolly, you guaranteed lived.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he
probably.
has to be Jolly to outpace Hoopa, though.
Plot twist is modest.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, but +2 E-Speed does so much that he might have just ran Adamant anyway.
Maybe. I don't
And
know.
also, like, Scarf Hoopa's a thing, so.
That's true, but we don't really know too much about his opponent either, so we don't really know how he would have.
That's true!
I'm not sure if they are actually uploading very many of their games, so we can't really get their viewpoint.
Aside
anymore.
from Aki, I don't know if anyone...
Yeah, we know Aki uploaded. We definitely know Aki uploaded.
A little bit.
Yeah, so that about wraps up this video. This will be the only game you see from Rizzy, but in the next episode we'll try to get a few more of our sets on here for you guys to see. But as it stands, the NPL, the true NPL, is up 3-1 in terms of sets, and it is a best of 15 series, so we need to reach that magic number of 8 in order to be the victor, and we will try to bring up a few more of these in the next episode. But thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you all next time. Peace.
Ah.
Bye.
Peace.